What's up guys, it's me Jeremy. I'll be honest with you guys, as a player my mechanics are pretty bad. I'm slowly improving, but overall right now my mechanics are still just kind of terrible. And so, here are my tips to win when you have bad mechanics like me. Let's get started. The first thing you want to do is pick easy mechanical champions to play. Riot's incredibly diverse group of champions range from all levels of mechanical difficulty, and there are a big amount of champions that are quite easy to play. Only a handful of champions are really mechanically difficult to the point where it's significant, and if you can simply just avoid those champions, you should have a lot more success in your games. The next thing you want to do is to understand what a mechanically challenging situation is and avoid them. Going to do 1v1 plays, assassinations on a bunch of people, diving in, things like that all require you to outplay your opponents mechanically, so unless you're really fed or the situation is really optimal for you, such as hitting a charm on Ahri, you should avoid these types of big plays. You don't want to risk being outplayed due to your poor mechanics, and instead look to make plays based on your game sense and overall game knowledge, which leads me into my next point. Roam a lot. Ganking is really easy to pull off mechanically and can be very effective if you get good at it. You'll likely lose in CS to your lane opponent, but the thing is that you probably would have lost in CS anyways due to your poor mechanics. Roam to other lanes, make plays with your jungler, and catch out opponents through flanking and picks. As long as you watch your opponent and prepare for a counter gank, roaming is a great way to make plays without having to have good mechanics. And another thing to do is to understand your playstyle and play to your strengths while finding ways to play around your weaknesses. If you're bad at CSing like me, roam a lot and make plays in a different lane. Maybe you're bad at 1v1ing opponents, in which case you can push the lane and back off, playing super safe until you have a better opportunity or until teamfights happen. All in all, just be willing to give up minor advantages such as CS and a little bit of harass in order to ensure that you don't take the mechanical risk in lane to be outplayed by your opponents, potentially leading to a much bigger disadvantage. And at the end of the day, really the best thing to do is to just work on your mechanics. Practicing mechanics in normals is definitely the best thing to do every time you play with your friends, and it's what I've been doing to slowly improve my mechanics as well. I recently picked up playing AD carry and mid lane a little bit, so hopefully you guys will see some footage of those roles in Season 5. My name is Jeremy, and that's it for my video on how to win with bad mechanics. Be sure to check me out over at twitch.tv/Jeremy_GamingCurios. Stay connected at facebook.com/GamingCurios, tweet me at GamingCurios, drop a like, share this video, and make sure to subscribe for some more awesome content in the future. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.